On this week's study tip session, we're talking about procrastination. Learning strategist Erin Chubb joins us to tell us some tips to get over that procrastination hump. So what advice do you have for students who struggle with procrastination, Erin?
Well, I mean, the first thing to recognize is that most of us procrastinate at one point or another. Some people, it's every single assignment, every single test, and others of us just have, we might have a bad day or whatever. So first step is, think about how everyone procrastinates a little bit. And so it's about reducing procrastination. We don't expect perfection. If students can just reduce it to the amount that they're able to get what they want to get done. So we get students to reflect on why they procrastinate. Is it something environmental, like they get distracted, so like smartphones, Netflix, things like that, interruptions. So finding a better place to study, turning off those distractions, or we ask, could it be physiological or their own well-being? Like, if you're really sick, if you have the flu, obviously you can't study, and so some things are a little bit beyond people's control. Or you could be too stressed or too tired if you're having trouble sleeping. Or there's more psychological things like fear of failure or low motivation, or just a lack of confidence about the material or your own ability to learn the material, feeling overwhelmed. So those are all different causes of procrastination, and so we start picking apart why it might be that a certain student would procrastinate.
Now, when it's something that is in your control, something that, say, the smartphones or Netflix, what are some ways that you can use to maybe get them away from you and not distract you?
Mm-hmm. Well, when you really need to study, asking yourself, do I need my smartphone? Do I need my laptop? Could I get away with just using a textbook and paper? So trying to reduce those distractions, or saving those things as a reward. So, okay, I really want to watch this show on Netflix. I'm going to watch it tonight after I've done my studying. So try not to put the cart before the horse. The thinking, okay, I'll do homework right after I watch one episode, or right after I check Facebook or Twitter, and I'm just going to spend 5 minutes doing that, and that quickly becomes 10 minutes, becomes 20 minutes, becomes one more episode. So saving that as a reward for afterwards. When you're saving it as a reward, you're more likely to really do the things that are really valuable, as opposed to just finding distractions, finding interruptions.
Those are great. I like the idea of the reward system. And what if it's out of your control, if your procrastination is something mental or physical affecting you?
Mm-hmm. Definitely going to the health center, to counseling, or accommodated learning, because we recognize, and it's often a combination of things that are within people's control and not within people's control. Certainly paying attention to your well-being throughout the semester, getting enough sleep, eating well, getting some exercise, limiting the amount that you're drinking or something like that, so that you're reducing that throughout the semester, the bad things, and increasing the good things, so that you're able to focus on your studies.
Thanks so much for those tips, Erin. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Fallon.
Stay tuned for more on Go right after this.